so you would quite like to go for an angular kind of brow. Yeah, I know that right now there is kind of obviously the fluffier brow, like the kind of hairier brow is still like really on trend, but increasingly I have seen the kind of return of like the really angular brow. As you can see, I've attempted to do it on myself, but I am much better at doing other people's eyebrows than my own. But that is completely okay. So yeah, we can definitely do a little bit of angular shape. Is there anything else that you would like? Okay, no, that is completely fine. I can just do that for you, no problem. We have decided to do the angular kind of brow. That is perfect. So what I'm just gonna do before we begin is I'm just gonna take this little hair clip. I think they call it a crocodile clip or something, and I am just gonna clip back your hair, if that's okay, just so I can have a nice clear view of your brows. So I am just gonna clip your hair back like that, okay? That is perfect. Okay, wonderful. So what I'm gonna do just before I begin with the plugging is I am gonna take an eyebrow pencil and I am just gonna very gently map out the angles of the brow, because with an angular kind of shape eyebrow, especially if it's one of the first times that you are trying it, it is really important to make sure that the angle is in the correct place kind of for your face, and the way we do that is by brow mapping. So basically what brow mapping what brow mapping is it basically is a little technique which shows the best kind of angle for your face. So what you do is you take an eyebrow pencil or anything that's straight, and you line it up against the kind of outer part of your nose like that, as you can see, and then in a straight line you kind of mark exactly where the top of it hits, and that shows you where the beginning of your brow should start. So mine is a little bit out. I should have my eyebrow maybe a little bit longer than it is currently, but that's because I get a little bit excited when I'm plugging my eyebrows, and maybe I pluck a little bit too much. So I should know that for next time, that I need to leave a little bit more hair there. And then what you do is you create the angle by keeping the pen kind of in this place, but creating the diagonal through the pupil of your eye, which I know sounds pretty crazy. My eyes are really dark brown, so sometimes I kind of lose my pupil, but round about there is my pupil, so you keep it on your nose, and then that shows you where the start of your arch should be, and my arch is pretty much in the right place, which is good and is a surprise because normally my brows are all over the place. And then the last thing that you do with brow mapping is you keep the pen exactly on the edge of your nose throughout the whole procedure. Throughout the whole procedure, you keep your pen on the edge of your nose, and to create the tail just being mindful of where we did that initial brow map. Pluck, 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 pluck. Is the feeling okay? It's not hurting or anything. Okay, good. Okay, good. That is brilliant news. You never know, because sometimes, especially when I usually find it I usually find it with new customers that they kind of don't say when they're in pain, and I can see their eyes watering and they're like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And I'm always like, am I hurting you? And they're like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, trying to be gentle. Okay, so next we are going to do the kind of arch and the tail of the brow. You don't have you don't have as much hair there, but this is the really important part of of kind of getting that arched shape, you know, making sure that there are no there are no kind of hairs left. And I know that my hands shake a lot. It's because of the caffeine consumption and the cold weather. Caffeine and cold weather makes my hands like vibrate, unfortunately. But don't worry, I am still paying attention to what I'm plucking. Even though my hands are shaking, I pluck, 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 pluck. I like to think that I am pretty particular with eyebrow hairs. I'm not gonna leave you with like a slit or anything, don't worry. Pluck, pluck, pluck. Pluck, 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 pluck. Okay, I think we are pretty much there with the plucking. I'm not gonna lie, they look really, really good. The shape is really nice on you. I think it creates like having angular brows. I just feel like helps enhance other angles on your face. I don't know if that's like actually true, but I feel like it definitely looks that way. Okay, so just to enhance the final look, I am gonna very gently kind of brush through the brows just to make sure that there's no kind of leftover hairs. So I'm just gonna brush, 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 brush. Brush, 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 brush. Brush, 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 brush. Okay. And I'm not gonna do like a crazy drawn on eyebrows or anything, because I know that you don't really have any makeup on right now, but I am just gonna very gently kind of fill in parts of the brow just so it really accentuates the arch. So if I just very gently kind of swipe, 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 say so myself. I think they look fantastic, but you can just look in the mirror just there and let me know what you think. Do you like them? Ah, I'm so glad. I feel like they really suit your face and they really bring out your cheekbones and your jawline. Yeah, no, I definitely think we made the right decision today. Okay, no, that is so brilliant. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me. I know it's been really difficult to get an appointment and things like that, but I'm so glad you did. And I guess I will see you in probably 4 weeks for your